Turn to some science headlines. I mean, what you and I have discovered and talked about today with this is breathtaking, but there are other things I want to get to while we have this segment together. Mysterious jets of upside-down lightning are real, and we just got our best look yet. This is a story by Michelle Starr and ScienceAlert.com. It says one of the most powerful and fascinating forces of nature is born of storms, great cracks of light that part the sky, flicking vast amounts of electricity into the surrounding atmosphere, cracking into the ground whenever it reaches it. Or that's how we typically think of lightning, but the phenomenon has another manifestation, only relatively recently revealed. Sometimes it erupts upwards from the clouds, lashing into the stratosphere in a tremendous blue jet of electricity. Little is known about this phenomenon. It's unpredictable and occurs beyond the sight of most people, above a layer of storm clouds. But thanks to a citizen scientist, one such giant jet was recorded above the clouds during a storm in Oklahoma in 2018, and with data collected by other instruments, scientists have been able to study it in detail in 3 dimensions. And the results give us new details on this strange phenomenon, which should contribute to a better understanding of how and why it happens. So these lightning going upwards into the stratosphere rather than going down towards us, Dr. Yu. Now, you have a different view of electricity than the old model. Maybe you could, I mean, you're hearing this story for the first time, but any thoughts on it?
Well, for me, there's nothing new, actually. The reason we have a lightning is because we have a voltage difference, right? Number one, we have a voltage difference, in this case, is between the clouds and the top atmosphere, okay? The atmosphere, on the edge of the atmosphere. So we do have a voltage difference. But normally we only see the lightning between the clouds and the earth. That happens normally due to heavy rain. If you have a heavy rain, the reason is that the clouds and the earth, earth is we call the ground, right? So zero voltage. On the cloud, you may have a positive or negative voltage. Doesn't matter. As long as you have a voltage difference, that's called the potential. You have the electrical potential. Now, if you during the raining time, what happens? The rain water, the drops serve as a conducting material. So make the connection, the voltage on top and edge, and now you have a conducting wire connecting to the positive and the earth ground. What happens? So now you see lightning. So that's what a high voltage difference between clouds to the earth. However, so now they're talking about they see the inverse from the cloud to the upper atmosphere. I would bet one thing that happens not during heavy rain. If during heavy rain, so that lightning would go through the clouds and down to the earth. So it is more like dry. However, the moisture between the clouds and the upper atmosphere is quite high. In that time, so the conducting material is the voltage difference between top shell of atmosphere and the clouds. So that voltage, being penetrated by the moisture serve as conducting between the atmosphere and the clouds. In that case, then you have electricity too. Electricity is nothing more, just you have a voltage potential, and then you have conducting material connect them, then you see lightning. In this one, the conducting material during the rain, that's the rainwater conducting, or in the high moisture, itself is the molecule. Yeah, it can be polarized, can be charged to be a conductor.
It's very interesting. I think that there's so much misunderstanding about electricity, right, Dr. Yu? People just don't understand what is actually going on.
That's right. That's right. Even include these 2 distinguished gentlemen we interviewed. If you look at their experience, education background, right, career accomplishment, extraordinary. But they admitted that so many things, even the device, they cannot explain why does the device even functioning. And they said, where comes this radiation? They believe, in order to generate this kind of, use a gas medium, right? Use a copper tube and with an insert. And electricity, you need some kind of radiation. He said, where comes the radiation, right? So the one example is the confusion is not only at the technician. In this case, the one is a PhD doctor, another is a physicist. So not only in not in the technician and engineer, but in the physics community. So, and we mentioned about one thing is right now, all the textbooks talking about the electricity, none of them are correct. Because we because we do not understand what electricity is. So that's why so many phenomena, even though we can see it, and the people in theoretical community they still dismiss it because of the misunderstanding of the physics, and then so that's why the electric we don't understand it, and we cannot explain even the phenomena that is right at in front of our eye. So we need to change that.